I call it adult weighing. So that is one. The second point is that if you remember, in 2018, Ghana Health Service, we detached the family health, where the health promotion was. So now we have a complete directorate or division of family health division in Ghana Health Service, of a director, deputy directors, and the same thing is throughout the regions to do health promotion and health education for the citizens. So they need to go around, they need to move around, and then also educate people, which they are doing. So the next thing that we have to do is this medical, free medical services, which they are doing now. And I know that National Health Insurance Authority has almost completed actuarial studies to see that if anybody who is on National Health Insurance scheme would then have once a year a free medical check.
I see.
Per person. Initially to be expensive.
Who's going to take that cost?
National Health Insurance.
The same National Health Insurance scheme that supposedly is bankrupt, is unable to...
But National Health Insurance is not bankrupt.
It's not?
No. You know, National Health Insurance, we all pay for National Health Insurance if you buy credit. You know why? National Health Insurance levy. So I've always been seeing that.
But is government releasing the funds to the accounts of the authority?
That is what Parliament and government should sit now together, because there's something what we call capping, so that the uncapping will go. And we believe that that should be eventually the case. And health insurance is not bankrupt. So it can take care of this. Initially, as I said, it will be slightly expensive. They are working out which goes into, for example, a woman over 50 years, what will be the test, a man over 50 years, what will be the test, so that from 18 years and above, because children before the age of 5, 6 go for weighing, whether they are sick or not, so that those from 6 to about 18, they all go to school. So every year you're going to school, you also do your medical check.
I mean, Doc, do you know that the National Health Insurance made a very flamboyant promise at the beginning of this month and it's not been able to fulfill? It decided to subsidize a dialysis for patients.
What do you mean by that it has not been able to fulfill?
Because the patients are still paying in full.
Yes, but if you, when did the
it was supposed to take effect June 1st.
Yes.
Today is June 6th.
Yes. So
and patients are still taking...
I'm coming, madam. I find it difficult to accept what you are saying. You make a policy today of effective June 1st. So, and the June 1st was a weekend, isn't it? So Monday was June 3rd.
Indeed.
And I saw yesterday that National Health Insurance Authority Chief Executive went to Kolebu.
Absolutely.
Yes. So if you went there on the 1st, you went there on the 2nd, and you are part of the group, for example, 0 to 18, 60 and above, and then those within, I think, 2 sections.
Yes.
And you have a section, and you pay for it. You are given a receipt. So you go back. The next time you go back, it will be refunded to you.
Is that the plan? Because the patients don't know that.
No, let me tell you, what is the plan? You make a policy here at Media General today. Not everybody will hear about the policy. A letter has to be written and sent to the chief executive. Chief executive have to circulate it. But it means... Has
that letter been written?
Yes, as I know.
Kolebu says that letter hasn't come at the time we checked on the patients.
Yes, but I don't know why you were so... I know that Monday you started checking if the patients are paying. Nobody does that. It will be either somebody goes there or not. You cannot even check it. Because it's people's money. So anything that Kolebu does, anything health insurance does, should be documented. So please, patience. Everybody should who falls within that range or that policy, if you have paid money on the 1st or 2nd or 3rd, it will be refunded to you. It's as simple as that.
I see.
So I don't think if you say it's flamboyant and they can't fulfill it, it's fulfilled.
I want to understand.
Yes.
When the patients go there now, they will pay. But you're saying you give them back the money. When?
Immediately that Kolebu brings returns for reimbursement, they will be reimbursed and then the patients will be paid. Because dialysis patients, for example, if it's about 17 years, it goes there at least twice a week.
Do you then fault the kind of communication that was put in the public?
Like what? Like starting from 1st of June?
That, you know, you can walk in and have your
No,
two
it didn't say
services for
that.
free.
It didn't say that. What it said was that from 1st of June, I can open it for you
But
to see.
I know what it said,
From
because it
first
never
of-
mentioned that you will receive a refund. It said when you go there, it is free. You are now given the extra explanation that even if you have paid, you will get your refund.
Yes.
And I'm trying to understand, okay, so when exactly will patients start to get the refunds?
If you ask me that, and I'm telling you that when Kolebu wants to give a refund, they have to refer to a document. Now, I'm sure they've received the letter now.
Okay.
Because no chief executive in Kolebu or administrator in Kolebu will say that go and collect your money. If auditors come, where did you get the letter from? So it's a process. For example, government can make an announcement today, and if there's supposed to be a refund, you don't get a refund immediately the same day.
All right. Then the letter should have been clearer. That's, you know.
No, you don't write in a policy statement. You don't put all those things in a policy statement. So far as I know, over my years of being a manager, is that we are starting this policy from this date. So it means effective 1st of June, anybody who falls within that bracket
I
is
absolutely
free.
understand that.
But you don't add it in
I
the
absolutely
communication.
understand that.
In the
I'm saying
communication that you get
the
a refund.
communication never talked about refunds. The hospital authorities didn't know about refunds. They said they had not received any communications from the authority or government that they needed to give the services for free.
Which hospital authority did you speak to?
The Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Which authority?
I don't understand what
Which-
you mean
no,
by
which-
also. You want me
which-
to give you a name?
no,
I
which-
can't give you a
no,
name.
but you know, if you go
but
to-
I'm telling you that is what we picked up when we were there.
If you go to Kolebu and there's a policy and you want to know how the policy is working, to get an authentic decision or authentic management decision on it, the best person to talk to is the chief executive, not a nurse.
No.
Not even a manager at that place.
No,
It's the chief executive.
You won't rile me to give up my source, but once you have admitted that indeed a letter needed to be written, and I have said that the letter, as we went there, we were told the letter had not the letter had not arrived.
When did you go there?
I think we are on the same page, right?
Yeah. So
we're
what
on
I'm
the
saying,
same page.
The reason why I'm saying
That's-
that I chaired that committee for National Health Insurance.
Right.
There was a Kolebu chief executive was a member of that committee.
Then we shouldn't be here.
Tamale chief executive was a member of that committee. Cape Coast chief executive was a member of that committee. The president of the Dialysis Patients Association was a member of that committee. So he knows, everybody knows.
Everybody
and
knows.
we discuss it there. So he was representing the dialysis patients.
Right.
So he has an association, and most of them are in Kolebu. 80% of these dialysis patients are in Kolebu, which, as a comprehensive strategic plan that we want to do, chronic kidney cases, it's not only dialysis, and I want to repeat it here. It's not only about dialysis. It's about prevention, early detection, early treatment of the underlying causes, which are mainly the hypertension and diabetes.
Oh, is this in reference to the...
Yes, I'm coming
Okay.
there. Dialysis. And people do dialysis waiting to have kidney transplant and rehabilitation. There are 6 major things, which we as a committee member, as government, we are looking at it holistically.
Okay.
And our candidate will come out to give you what we have for not only chronic kidney cases, but for
other
also
chronic
diseases. And to me, not everybody who is on kidney, you see the numbers who are in Kolebu are just a tip of the iceberg. There are people who are in my village or in some village who has kidney problem, but he doesn't know where to go.
Indeed.
So that with Agenda 111, we will put strategic dialysis machines.
But let's deal with the NHI issue, because then if Kolebu, Tamale, and all the other hospitals where dialysis take place were on...
Tamale was not part
Tamale.
because they brought us all their figures.
Okay, right. Then, I mean, do you worry that after you had taken a good plan for the patients, the resulting communication didn't go around well for instance, Kolebu to start giving services to patients?
I don't blame Kolebu, and I'm not holding brief for Kolebu. As I said, it takes a few days for these policy statements to be well documented and written by Kolebu. Because Kolebu management has to write a
I don't
letter.
think the problem is Kolebu, because
But the problem is where?
Kolebu were waiting for the communication from the National Health Insurance Authority.
Yeah, so maybe health insurance delayed. Maybe if I'm also holding brief for them. Immediately the statement came out on, I think, Saturday, isn't it? Or Friday. It came out on Saturday, on the first
Right.
of Saturday. Immediately it came out and it became, they should have maybe sent the letter to them immediately on Monday morning, or even if I'm the one, I will have sent the letter on Friday. I agree with you.
Let's wrap up on the health insurance issues.
But they will get their refund. So
They will get
I can
their
assure
refund.
the patients that anybody who falls within that bracket and who has paid money for dialysis will get refund. So if a major, who is their president, he called himself, is major, he called major, is listening to me, he should tell them that everybody should calm down, that it's a policy. The money is there. And the Kolebu will be, and the other hospitals will be refunded.
I'm sure they are happy to hear that they will
Yeah.
get the refund. But the categorization, there are people who have raised questions about the categorization, that people within the 1859 age group are only getting 2 sessions. And even in the case of Kolebu, it's just a 50% subsidy. I mean, what went into that thinking?
Yes, you know, when you want to do something and you don't have all the money to do the thing, the first people that you have to look at is the vulnerable group.
Okay.
So the vulnerable group in this case are the children and those above 60. So National Health Insurance, from their own corporate social responsibility fund, decided that they want to add something to also alleviate the plight of the people within the age of 18 to 59.
Right.
And they said that, okay, let's give them some, some 2 sections so that they can also be relieved. So that's what they are doing. And I know that they have 8 sections, a minimum 8 sections. Some even have 12 sections. But that's why I said that dialysis per se, if you're a billionaire and you're on dialysis for 10 years, you become a pauper.
And
that's why...
This is only for 6 months.
Yeah.
Is there a future where we would put this, specifically?
Yeah, there's a future.
On the
that's why
National Health Insurance
That's
scheme?
why I say that our candidate, His Excellency, the next president, Dr. Bawumia, will come out of a very comprehensive statement what you want to do when God's willing, he was given the chance.